I'm back to my channel. Thank you guys for always coming back. Today we'll be talking about why we are budgeting, but it seems not to be working. So if you've budgeted or you've attempted or tried to budget, but it's not really working out, you would want to watch this video till the very end. We are giving you some tips, some pointers as to why you are failing with budgeting. Do watch till the very end, and don't forget, guys, if you love this content, give me a thumbs up. Click on that subscribe word down below to get subscribed to join my amazing family. And let me know your thoughts and comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let's get right into today's video. So guys, budgeting is very essential, very fundamental to wealth creation because that's where it all starts from. And so reason number one why your budget is why you are failing to at budgeting or why it seems not to be working for you is that you are not tracking your expenses. Budgeting, the genesis of budgeting all begins with knowing how much you are spending on each and every expense of yours. It's important that you track your expenses. It gives you a fair idea as to how much you are spending on a particular expense. So if you number one fail to track your expenses, you will not have an idea as to how much you want to spend on a particular expense. So tip number two, guys, is setting very unrealistic goals or targets. From number one, if you track your expenses, you will know that you spend X amount of money on food, on rent, on transportation, on whatever expense that you know is very important to you. Having an idea, then you can set a particular target. If you spend, let's say, 8,000 on food, let's do it this way. If you spend like 500 on food for a month, you have a fair idea. So if you want to reduce it, you can go ahead and reduce it. You can start from, let's say, 400, right? That is a very realistic target. But if you set it to, let's say, 200, then that is very unrealistic. You understand? And so it's failing because you are not being real with your targets that you have set for your budgeting. Tip is that your budget is too rigid. You are slashing off almost everything that you need to, that's very essential to you. A budgeting should accommodate, certain tests, certain treats, certain enjoyments once in a while. There has to be miscellaneous because the unexpected can come once a while. And so your budget should accommodate all these things. Is why are you budgeting? The budget should have a purpose. Budgeting should have a why. Why are you budgeting? Are you budgeting to save, let's say, put down some money to buy a house or a car or eliminate your debt or to save for the rainy day of an emergency? It's important that you know why you are budgeting. It really helps you to keep on track so that you do not give up on the way. Five, guys, is you are not keeping into account certain variable expenses. Some expenses they do change as and when the period comes, the time comes, it changes. And so you have to keep account. That's why it's important, like I said earlier, to have miscellaneous, you know, to take care of all these unexpected changes when as and when they come. Five, guys, is ignoring variable expenses, like I said, and variable income. Sometimes some people's incomes are not fixed, especially if you're not working a 9 to 5. If you're doing your own business or side hustle, the income that will come would vary month by month or period by period. And so You have to take into account all these things when you're budgeting. The tip is thinking, why it fails is thinking monthly instead of yearly. Budgeting is for the long term, and so when you're budgeting, you should take account of long term. Think long term, think future about you budget. If you're budgeting and thinking it's just for this month, it's not going to work. You have to think, be futuristic when you're budgeting. Number seven reason why your budget is failing is that you do not have an emergency fund in place. The unexpected comes and you have budgeted, you have allocated monies to certain expenses, but if you do not have an emergency fund in place to cushion you when emergencies do come, you are not going to stick to your budget because you need money to take care of that emergency as soon as possible. And so emergency funds cushions us and protects us, saves us from, and also helps us to stick to our budgets. So number eight, guys, is also the factor of emotional spending. Most people spend based on emotions, how they are feeling. If they are hungry, they are sad, they are happy. It all contributes to how much they save, how much they spend. It's another factor that can derail our budgets. Spending based on emotions will not help you to be disciplined enough to stick to your budget. That we have the mentality or mindset that budgeting is for the long term, and it's a learning process as well. You're not going to get it right in the first month, probably in the first few months or even a year, but you just need to keep on keeping on, try and then see what really works for you. Try it a number of times and until you get it right. And so do not quitting so soon or giving up so soon. It's because you are not thinking long term. It's of us that budget's not working. It's that we do not really have reviews. It's important that we review our budget. Probably say every month and then see the changes that are coming and make adjustments. If you don't review your budget, you are sticking to one budget almost every month, it's never going to work. It's not possible. Number 11, this goes for people who are probably married or have partners, is the misalignment of purpose. If you're married and you are putting together finances, or your couple, you're putting together finances, you have to be on the same page. But there's actually for partnerships, it's very difficult sometimes if you're not on the same page. One person wants to buy a car, another person wants to buy a home. Who are we going to save for in order to purchase a particular one of these things? It's important that as couples or as partners, you are on the same page. It really helps to make the budget work. Guys, it's overcomplicating the whole budgeting thing. Budget, you can really simplify it. Get a pen and paper and then really write down your budget. You can start from there, or you can use certain apps that can really simplify everything for you. It's important that you simplify the process of budgeting. If you do not see it very simple and it's very complicated for you, you will not enjoy, budgeting, and it will not work for you. So simplify the whole process of budgeting for you. Do what works for you, most importantly. Another tip is there's this social pressure of keeping up with the Joneses. You draw your budget all right, but people are pressured by their peers, by society, of keeping up appearances, keeping up with the next door neighbor, keeping up with the Joneses to look good, have this particular asset. Have this property, things just to keep up with society, to be accepted. It's not going to help you stick to your budget. That's why your budget is failing. You allocated this amount of money to this particular expense and you have to stick to it. If you allow social pressure to get to you, you're not going to stick to that budget. Another tip again, number 14, is that we were not taught how to really budget. Anything money, we were not taught in our schools. Probably our parents also didn't know how to, so they never taught us. And so financial literacy is one reason why budgets are failing, because people are not taught how to manage money, make money work for them, how to budget in the first place. We do not know how to. So there's the lack of financial education or literacy. Guys, is underestimating the power of lifestyle inflation. When you earn more, you tend to want to increase your spending on your lifestyle. And so it's important that we really know that it's a factor that can affect us and beware of it. Factor is no buffer for inflation. The cost of goods and services are going to rise. And so, like I said previously, we need to create a buffer for inflation. When you're budgeting, add some extra amount to it just in case of inflation. It will help you for your budget to work. And lastly, guys, there's this need for perfections. There's this need for being perfect. You cannot get it right, I mean, all the time. And so the need for being perfect and feeling so guilty when you slip or when you feel are budgeting, it also kills the urge to want to budget. It's important. You know that it's okay if you fail, you try again. You try so many times, still you get it right. Guys, if you've enjoyed this content, kindly give me a thumbs up, subscribe, click the subscribe button down below. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Do well to check out my previous videos, guys, and watch out for the next one. See you in the next one. Have a great day. It's bye for now. God bless us all.